Besides just storing for the root cellar and sorting, I'm going to show you how I can potatoes. So the potatoes we're canning, let's see, do we have any sorted out? No, I think there's some. These ones. I might need to sort some out. There's carrots, yay!
I need carrots.
I'm going to sort out some use firsts. Use firsts are ones that, like, if one of these had broken off, so this was exposed, we would call that a use first. If the skin was pretty badly, actually that is a, I'm going to use this one because the skin was damaged there. That's a carrot. Rowan. No, the fire's not going. Thank you. Let's leave it.
We need more fire.
No, we're okay. No fire. We're okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, what else is used first potato? If it has a green spot, if it has a big split, if it got stabbed with a potato fork. Oh, here's one. This is a use first. It's got a gnarly split to it. So this is the box we have of use first right now. We haven't sorted out many of them. It's on the list. We'll get there. So, actually giant potatoes I often put on my use first because they're more likely to have a little bit of a hollow center and that will eventually go bad. So that's a use first for me too. To fill a canner load, I need about 2 gallons of potatoes. Could you start just by kind of explaining to us how we sort potatoes?
Mm-hmm. Seed potato.
Okay, so size-wise, you grade first for size.
Yeah. Little ones we used to throw in as seed, but they just went mushy, so we eat them first.
So they're in the box of cute little ones.
This is a good keeper. A little too big for seed. That is a good seed potato size.
Can you talk a little louder?
Yep. This one is a nice potato. These ones are small.
So this variety we call French. There's a cleaner French one. Oh, focus on me. There's a cleaner French one. These are a different variety called Kariba, which we actually aren't going to grow anymore because the last couple of years they've not done well for us and for Mary's parents. This yellow one is called a Siglinda. It's a yellow flesh. So the French one is a purpley brown flesh, but it's a white, purpley brown skin, white flesh. It kind of has purple tie-dyes through it, but they cook white, and they're like a really fluffy potato when cooked, but they're not one you can use in a soup because they'll fall apart. So they're good if you want a, creamy potato soup. The Siglindas are very creamy, buttery potatoes. We don't wash potatoes. They get put away dirty. Oh, he's got a whole thing of gnarly ones.
Yeah.
Those are huge potatoes.
Look at this.
That is a hilarious potato.
We have a couple plants that were like this. Just
wild.
Wilds. We'll eat them first.
Yeah, so when these ones can easily get knocked around and parts will break off, and then there'll be an exposed part, which could just dry up and be fine, or it could go bad. So ones that are really gnarly like this, we try to eat first. Same with really huge ones. Like if you look at my hand, these potatoes are huge. And the really big ones, especially this size and bigger, are more likely to have a bit of a hollow bit in the middle that can go bad. It doesn't necessarily go bad, we usually just have to cut out that hollow part because it'll be a bit brown. So the scab on potatoes, some people are scared of this, but it's fine. It's actually just a pH imbalance in your soil. If it's really gnarly, you can peel it off. Our scab is a lot better this year. We're working on improving the pH of our soil. It actually, it goes away in a little more acidic soil. It's a really pH soil that will give you these. And turns out our soil was way too high of a pH. So we're trying to lower it, make it a little more acidic to get potatoes with no scab.
And moisture, we'll look in here.
Moisture's a huge thing. Oh, gross. Oh, don't put that over top of the potatoes.
It's over top of the bad bucket.
Oh!
What?
That smells awful.
Not that bad.
Oh,
Smell worse things.
jeez, normally you have the...
That is pretty stupid.
Yeah. Our furnace fan is going right now, is what you're hearing in the background. Okay, so I've got a whole list of questions. I'm gonna grab them and ask Marius.
Wow.
Yeah, it's dirty, disgusting. I'd say put them all in the pig bucket. Just put them all in there.
No,
We can sacrifice a couple potatoes.
No.
Ugh. How do we properly cure potatoes after harvest for storage? So some people
Dry 'em out.
actually cure them. All we do is we bring them in here, make sure they're dry, and
You
then
mean
put them
by-
into our root cellar.
What do you mean by cure them?
Like some people will lay them out in a cool, dark place for like a couple weeks before they put them away.
A little dark place for a couple weeks.
No, we just make sure they're dry and then put them away.
Yeah, dry them out.
And we store them in these crates which fit about 35 pounds in our root cellar, which someone gave me homegrown potatoes and they all looked nice on the outside, but on the inside they were brown and split. And that obviously would go bad. How do you avoid that? So that's just a huge potato thing. Like that, there's a split one. Big potatoes just
you
often...
showed this one, eh?
No.
Hard to miss. Use first.
How much space do we have designated for potatoes? In our garden, how long are our rows? 55 feet? 54 feet?
55 feet
55 feet.
times.
And we did 17
17.
rows that are about 3-foot centers. So maybe 60 feet. So generously our patch is 60 by 60. Would that make sense?
Yeah, ish. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, so 60 by 60. And we pulled out over 2,000 pounds of good potatoes. Where's the best place to buy seed potatoes? I try to find somewhere local, for sure.
Right here.
Yeah. Yeah, we sell seed potatoes locally. Can you leave potatoes in ground over winter? Unintentionally, yeah, and they'll usually sprout in the spring.
You get volunteer potatoes.
But no, that's not a good consistent method of storage.
Not for eating.
Do you plant early and late harvest potatoes or just one crop? We have 3-4 different varieties. And we some of them are ready earlier, like this red one here is ready sooner, so we ate them sooner. Do you use green potatoes for eating or seed?
Oh,
Yeah, if we're eating them, we just peel the green part off. When we store them in our root cellar, they're good until May or June. They're pretty soft and sprouted by then, but they're still perfectly edible. And we plant a whole potato. We don't like to cut them.
we have enough seed that we don't have to cut it.
They have more vitality as a whole seed, not a cut up one,
Yeah,
too.
I don't. No idea.
And the seed potatoes aren't kept in any special way. They're just small potatoes that we keep. You don't even have to sort them out like we do. We just do it so that in the spring it's easier. And we'll bury them at the very back of our root cellar so that we don't have to deal with them. Best way to store potatoes if you don't have a lot of space. I think you just couldn't grow a lot of potatoes.
Stack them tall like what we do. That's not a big space to store
No,
potatoes.
but we do have a big
We
house.
just stack them high. As high as we can.
What temp and moisture level do you store yours at? So right now it's 10 degrees Celsius, which is 50 degrees Fahrenheit in the root cellar. And if it gets down to about 2 or 3 degrees Celsius, which is like 35, 36 Fahrenheit, we'll open the door up to the basement to try and warm it up a bit. And moisture level, I think it's at like 60 to 80%.
Yeah. That's about right.
So I mentioned mouse bites. Do you have any mouse bites there?
Sure, I can find a couple.
So potatoes that are growing near the surface, especially if you have ones that are grown with straw over top, you're more likely to get, this is a very mouse bitten one. There's ones that are not so much so. So we just cut that part out and use it first. The whole thing isn't condemned.
Nope.
There you go, Mary. Does wireworm damage affect long-term storage? Yes, absolutely. Do not try and store one with wireworm. Use it right away.
If you notice it, yeah.
How much do you dry them before putting them into storage? They just need to feel dry to the touch.
Yep. These ones are all plenty dry.
If you have green peels, green skins, you do need to peel them off.
They're toxic or something?
Yeah, it's a toxin. Oh, I got the right one.
Ooh.
How many?
Tidy.
Oh, just a second, man. How many plants do you plant to feed your family? So we planted like 425, I think, this year, and that's probably double what our family needs. But we like to grow a buffer, number one, so if we don't have a good harvest, we'll still have a good enough harvest, and we share them.
Lots of them.
We share lots of potatoes. We trade, we sell. We don't really sell many, we mostly trade and gift them.
Christmas presents. Are you looking for direction, Mac?
What is one way to eat potatoes that our family doesn't like?
With onions?
Oh yeah, if they were cooked with onions, you wouldn't like them, neither the kids, but I would like them. The kids don't really
If they're
love...
burnt so badly you can't even eat them?
I've done that a couple times.
Can't really think of...
Potatoes au gratin.
Pardon?
Potatoes au gratin,
I don't
where
know
they're
what that-
cubed and in like a creamy sauce and baked. You love them, but the kids don't.
Kids.
I think that's kind of it. The rest are just repetitive questions. And I'm going to show how we can them. With some of the use first, I'll try to show how we can them. So before they get lids on and such, I fill the jar half full with water. Okay. And you can see the water looks kind of dirty in there. Give it a shake and drain it out. And then fill it up, shove it back down. And it's covered in water and good to go in the canner.
So are all the jars you have right here the ones that don't fill up the canner?
Yes.
Wow.
We're gonna try and prep 2 canner loads though.
But like get this canner load going and then shop up another one?
Yeah.
Well, this is what keeps potatoes nice. Boring now, but
Is it fun to can potatoes?
no.
Yeah,
What were you just saying, Hamish? You're saying it's boring now,
yeah, it's sort of boring.
but why do we do it?
now, but
Because then the potatoes stay good all winter.
Yep, the ones that wouldn't keep, they stay good, and it makes for super fast meals. to have already cooked. They taste like boiled potatoes. So nice and fast. We're cooking some of the little bitty tiny ones for fun for lunch. And I'll do some eggs along with it.